Today, we look into the new principal and his rule alterations.
Most specifically, the enforced 3 legs policy.
Then, we see how social media impacts our school.
We welcome a new foreign exchange student to WHS.
The Wynn Animal Shelter is out of room. The animals need you.
Today, we have the weather with Cardinal Lynch.
Then we'll catch up on sports this month with Jacoby Williams.
I'm D'Angelo Long.
And I'm Lily Hess.
Jacket Action News starts now.
Up next, sports. With a new beginning comes high expectations for Wynn High School and its leaders. After 12 years, WHS has a new principal. With the new principal comes a few changes.
With new guidance comes new rules, but at WHS, we keep the same Yellow Jacket pride. Let's take a look at how some of the things have changed this year.
Well, one of the things that students need to understand, I don't make the rules. I don't make all the rules. The handbook, it comes from the, from the top. And these rules are just being enforced, and sometimes it kind of gets lax, and we're not going to be lax because it's important that these rules are enforced and we're all on the same page and everybody's treated equal. And that's one thing that we're doing, is we're making sure that everybody's treated equal, from the teachers to the students.
Principal Bruce Guthrie explains the return of the paddle.
Other things I changed is bring back the paddling. I know that's a big deal, but I've always given the students and their parents a choice of what they want to do discipline-wise. So if you get in trouble, you got ISS, OSS, detention, or a paddling. So it gives them another choice, another option that they can do.
Senior Sydney Mills mentions how the paddle affects the students of the school.
I think that the 3-leg policy has definitely cracked down on all discipline, and I think that the discipline referrals have definitely gone down. I haven't seen any fights or honestly any disrespectfulness in class. It represents Wynn High School the way Wynn High School should be represented.
I also know that it's been very welcoming. The students have been, hey, we're on board, and as they see the person that I am and the way I'm going to do things, you're going to do the right thing, but also, hey, I'm smiling every day. We're in the hallways all the time, and we're going to make sure that you guys feel safe here and that you guys have an opportunity to get the most out of your education.
I think that our school has a really good shot at being great.
I'm Spencer Parker with Jacket Action News.
Social media, positive or negative? Let's take a closer look as Elena Hopkins brings awareness to the importance of social media impact in education and daily life.
Social media, a platform used all across the world. Over 80% of teenagers spend 10+ hours daily on the media. So let's decide, social media, positive or negative?
Anytime I go on Facebook or Instagram and I don't have as many views or likes as other people that I do know, it makes me think of myself as lesser than, and it takes down my self-confidence.
Houston explains her connection with social media.
Well, I spend about every minute that I possibly can on either Facebook or Snapchat, and if I don't have the opportunity to be on my phone, I'm on my Apple Watch. Just making sure I'm up to date on all the newest gossip and stuff like that.
It's because I always have my phone with me nonstop, and I feel like if I don't have it, something bad's gonna happen, or I'm gonna be the last one to find out about it, or I'm just not up to date on everything at the right time I need to be. Like, I have to have my phone.
Social media impacts our communication.
I think it affects our day-to-day life because we don't know how to interact with everyone in society now, and the way that we present ourselves on social media is not how we are in real life. The way we speak online is not okay to speak in person, and people don't understand that, and so social interaction makes them uncomfortable. So social media just knocks out all like face-to-face things, I think.
So, have you decided? Social media, positive or negative? I'm Elena Hopkins with Jacket Action News. Stop. Something that time doesn't do. It just keeps going and going and going, and then time's up. Don't procrastinate. Do it now.
A day away from home can feel like a lifetime. Being pulled out of summer vacation, one thing, but transferring out of your home country, what a totally different ballgame.
Follow Adriana's extensive look into the life abroad.
We find out what it looks like to step into an unfamiliar nation through the lens of a local exchange student.
The new school year brings plenty of new faces, but I look into one student in particular. Foreign exchange student Maximus K. Garcia will experience and go into depth on how he's finding his footing in life abroad.
Davis, one of Kay Garcia's teachers, explains how Kay works in class and communicates with other classmates.
Kay has been a great student in class so far this year. He's just your typical high school student that wants to do well and learn something new at the same time.
Davis, one of Kay Garcia's teachers, explains how Kay works in class and communicates with other classmates.
Kay is an amazing student. He's an amazing person in his own right. He is very mature and very adult-like, so he's been really easy to take care of. He communicates well, so we don't have to worry or wonder what he's thinking or what's going on.
Kay Garcia talks about how he communicates with others and the difficulty of him speaking English.
It is hard because I can translate English well. Talking because I don't use translation apps.
Kay and his host mom, Crystal, seem to be on the same page when it comes to living together. They have nothing to say but this.
So it's been really good. It's been a good experience so far.
I'm enjoying with my host family.
Davis, one of Kay Garcia's teachers, explains how Kay works in class and communicates with other classmates.
I believe that he'll do really well, and he seems to be very determined in every project or anything that he works on.
Only good things to say about our very own student at WHS. We can only hope for positive changes in our future. I'm Adriana Parra. Back to you, Lily.
With a lack of space for stray animals, the Wynn Animal Shelter could really use some help from the community.
Hi, I'm Shire Moody, and I'm here at the Wynn Animal Shelter, where we learn about how the animal shelter runs and how we, the community, can help these animals.
Wynn Animal Rescue Director explains the process of intaking an animal.
Typically when we intake a dog, it's either picked up by animal control or surrendered by an owner. We give the dog, if it's picked up by animal control, 5 days, and then we pull it over to the shelter. We then vet it, give it shots, heartworm test it, check its behavioral issues. We typically try them with other dogs, cats, and children before they're adopted out. The dogs that are picked up in the city of Wynn through animal control are taken to the city kennels. They are given 5 days. Unfortunately, we do pick up a lot of dogs in the city of Wynn, so we have to hurry up and pull them over to our shelter or they will get euthanized. The kennels at the city only have about 20 kennels, and so we pick up about 2 to 3 dogs a day, and then we have to hold them for 5 days. We cannot keep them together with dogs that are unvaccinated because that just spreads viruses and disease.
We also talk about why the adoption process is so rigorous and sometimes can be hard on the employees.
We feel that they've already had a bad start in life, And so we are very dedicated to finding them the best home ever. Some of these dogs come in, they can't stand up, they can't walk. You can tell they've been abused, and so, why do you want to send them out somewhere for that to happen again? Because our first obligation is to the city of Wynn, because the city of Wynn is different from Wynn Animal Rescue and the Wynn Friends of Animals. When they pick up dogs, those dogs have a very limited time to stay alive.
Here's why Wynn Animal Rescue needs you.
We need a lot of volunteers to help us socialize with the dogs. The dogs really only see us. We have very little volunteers, and we really would appreciate more volunteers to come out and walk dogs, because they see us, and so when they just see us all day and they see a stranger, they get really upset. They feel like they have to protect us, and so we really would like more volunteers to come out and be able to walk the dogs or play with the puppies or help us clean. That way the dogs see more than just us.
With Wynn Animal Rescue and Paco, I'm Shara Moody with Jacket Action News.
Weather with Connor Lynch after this.
What makes me me? Well, you're hearing it, my voice. My long, straight hair, and my ability to draw.
I'm Connor Lynch with your 5-day forecast. You'll be glad to know the temperatures are cooling down. Fall is here. Today, a high of 75 with a low of 56. Saturday will be warm with a high of 80 and a low of 52. Sunday, a high of 82 with a low of 63. Monday, you can expect a high of 79 and a low of 58 with early showers. Tuesday, a high of 77 and a low of 53. Should be a pretty nice week for homecoming, except for Wednesday with the chance of rain. But Friday will be a great day for football, with only a high of 78 and a low of 57. That's all for weather. Have a great homecoming.
Up next, sports.
About 60% of the human body is made up of water. Staying hydrated can be very difficult in hot and humid weather. But with a little water, everything will be all right. Hydrate.
It's time for sports. Tennis, golf, volleyball, and football, all in the heart of their season. Tennis wins 4 matches against Harrisburg, Stuttgart, and Robinson. Golf boys advance to state along with girls Emma Casbier and Emma Miller. Volleyball is 6-7-1 and 4-5 in conference. Let's look at some highlights. A couple of new faces on the coaching staff, Johnny Lemke and Clark McBride. Wynn with 50 players standing at 3-1 on the season. The first home game, Wynn hits the scoreboard first with a field goal by Parker. West Memphis answers with a TD. Second quarter, Wynn continues to climb with Parker's record-breaking 46-yard field goal, making it 6-7 at half. Wynn still trailing by 1 in the third. Potter's interception changes the momentum, bringing a game-changing drive for a final score of 21-14. Jackets with a confidence boost already in conference play. Reporter Chris Smiley looks deeper at what it takes to become a Jacket.
A tradition of winning, excellence, and endurance. The Wynn Yellow Jackets strive for a chance at history through hard work, dedication, and sacrifice.
Playing to become only the second team to win a 5th consecutive conference championship is a tall task ahead. It takes a team effort rather than one person.
Probably the number one thing is team. Honestly, to get, you got to give. You got to be a servant. I tell them, God resists the proud, gives grace to the humble. And I believe that is that, we've got to become a we team instead of an I team. And early in the year, I is just in there. We don't realize that we are still an individual, but we do individual things.
Consider one of the team leaders, Senior Kevin Austin, shed some light on the topic.
Being a Jacket here, it's really a high standard, not just on the field, but as well as in the community and in the classroom and in the school. So, just being, a high quality person, but also coming on the field and dominating opponents.
Holden Parker shed some light on the team's sacrifice.
A lot of sacrifice. If you don't have the willingness to sacrifice, you're just not going to be able to do it. I want to be just as good as a person as I can be, on or off the field to anybody, set an example, making people smile, but definitely on the field with my team, informing them, telling them how they need to live life, motivating everybody, not trying to tear anybody down, but also making sure stuff's getting done.
Do you have what it takes to be a Jacket?
The 3-1 Wynn Yellow Jackets will go play the 1-3 Golden Eagles at Greene County Tech. The week after, Wynn will host Valley View for homecoming. I'm Chris Smiley with Jacket Action News.
We have a new athletic director who also designs the conditioning program for all Yellow Jacket athletes. London McDaniel catches up with Coach Chad Mitchell.
It's a pretty tough task to be able to adjust from one to the other. The athletic director part of it is a lot more managing, obviously, programs, coaches, but also the strength conditioning part of it still allows me to be with the kids and up in the weight room. It's a juggle sometimes, but with time management and preparation, it's not too bad. The end goal is pretty simple for all of our athletes, coaches, and whoever's in the program of Wynn High School athletic program is to be a better person when you leave the athletic program than what you came.
Well, that's all for news today.
Don't forget that homecoming's coming up next week, October 11th.
Don't forget to show your school spirit for dress-up days.
Monday is PJ Day, Tuesday is your favorite holiday, Wednesday is country versus hip-hop, Thursday is Decade Day, and Friday is blue and gold.
Also, be sure to check your emails to vote for Homecoming Queen before October 11th.
For the freshmen or new students that have never experienced homecoming, don't forget to bring money to school for the Homecoming Carnival at lunch on that Friday.
Kickoff is still at 7 o'clock. The royalty will be presented about 6:30. I'm D'Angelo Long.
And I'm Lily Hess.
With Jacket Action News. D'Angelo Long.
And I'm Lily Hess.
Jacket Action News starts now.
Good job! Finger!
What? He said a finger?
Dog ahead.
Because she's going to say go blue and gold day and they're gold.
What you want me to do?
That's 2 minutes.
I'm busting.
Slow motion.
Or have never experienced.
And at 3-1 on the first season.
Today